Good day, guys. I'm about to discuss installation of SQL Server. Okay, so with this one, I will discuss how SQL Server uh, can be installed in your local. Okay, so with this one, before I start, for you to have updates and free tutorials, you can visit my two-page. Okay, ProfDale and then I merge IT consultancy. And then I have also paid training if you would like to customize a training for your specific module. So I can open with that one. I'm open with it. Okay. So ngayon, let's start our discussion. So ano ba ang dapat nating tandaan para magkaroon tayo ng SQL Server. So, syempre sa bawat software, kailangan natin ng um, requirements, hardware and software requirement. Okay? So, with this, without further ado, so ano-ano yon? Okay, so hardware requirement of SQL Server is 6 GB of available hard disk space ng computer. Next is this space magva-vary naman sa component na ipipick mo sa mga options later. Monitor 800 by 600 kailangan. Minimum memory is sa Express Edition 5112 MB. Sa all other editions 1 gigabyte. So I tried 1 gigabyte pero pag padami na ng padami ang data, bumabagal siya. So I may suggest what I did is in my end lang ha, in my opinion and then in my experience, I tried 3 GB, smooth sailing siya. Okay? Ito nilagay nila dito based sa Microsoft 4 GB to be safe. Pero tinry ko yung 3 GB, okay naman. Next is yung minimum processor niya is 1.4 GHz. Masasuggest ko is 2.0 GHz. Hindi naman siya choosy, mapa Pentium or Athlon pwede naman siya. Okay, so software requirement. Ano-ano yung mga requirement dito? Windows 10 or greater kapag SQL Server 2019 siya. Kapag naman SQL Server 2014, pwede naman Windows 7 pababa. Okay? So, next, pag Windows Server naman, kailangan 2016 pag 2019 ang i-install mo. Okay? So, network framework, dapat meron siyang .NET framework. Tapos yung network software, dapat meron siyang network protocol like shared memories, name pipes, TCP, IP. Okay? So, here. After that, pag na-meet na natin yung hardware at saka software requirement, kailangan natin yung SQL Server Management Studio. Okay? So, ano yung SQL Server Management Studio or yung SSMS? Ito yung platform wherein you could manage specific SQL objects inside SQL Server. Para siyang dito nangyayari yung magic sa SQL Server. Dito ka nagmamanipulate ng data, dito ka nagki-create, nagre-retrieve, nag-a-update, nagde-delete, and also nagki-create ng mga stored procedure or your own customized functions. So, dito mo ginagawa lahat-lahat. Okay, so paano tayo mag-start sa installation? Punta tayo rito. Okay, so type natin SQL, lakihan natin ha para makita ninyo. Okay, so lalaki natin SQL Server 2019. Okay, so pag punta mo dito, ayan 2019, tapos click nyo lang downloads. Okay, so dito pipiliin nyo lang itong free trial, SQL Server on-premise. Or kapag gusto mo naman sa cloud ka mag-i-install, SQL Server on Azure. Okay, yung Azure kasi, ito yung cloud computing ng Microsoft. So, ibang story yon. So we're gonna focus here on SQL Server. Or you can pick developer or express. Ang pagkakaiba ng developer at saka express is that itong express pang trial version lang. Itatry mo lang sa SQL Server. Makakapag-create siya ng mga simple CRUD. Pag sinabing CRUD, CRUD, create, retrieve, update, and delete of data. Pero yung developer, yan yung kompleto. It includes SQL Server Management Studio with services. You have the option na idagdag yung mga services. Okay? So yung SQL Server, pwede mo ring i-install via Windows, pwede ring Linux, and Docker. Okay? So, yan. Dito kayo pupunta sa link na ito. SQL Server downloads. Ta-type nyo lang. And then, syempre, SQL Server Management Studio download. Pag gusto mo namang install yung SQL Server Management Studio, click nyo lang. Okay, so pag kinilik nyo, punta kayo rito sa Download SQL Server Management Studio. Yan. So, i-install nyo siya. Ito, click nyo tong SQL Server 18.9.1. Kapag hindi mo install yan at saka SQL Server lang install mo, hindi pa siya complete, hindi pa siya kompleto. Kailangan mong i-install ito. Okay? Click nyo to, download SSMS, SQL Server Management Studio. After that one, assuming na na-download mo ng lahat, ito, ifa-follow mo na yung mga steps. Wherein, dinocument ko naman siya, don't worry. Okay? So, dito, ang gagawin nyo, i-download nyo yung copy on the link that I provided a while ago, and then I demonstrate it as well. Next is, kiklik nyo to. Okay? Pili kayo, both developer or express, and then, after downloading, i-click mo yung file. Yan, SQL Server 2019. Okay? And then, click custom here. Okay? So, next is, pagka-download ng file, tatanong niya kung saan mo siya easy save. Ako kasi, kinilik ko lang drive C, tapos folder name is SQL 2019. Wait for it to finish. Okay? Next is ito. Yan, yun yung nagpa-process na yung downloading. And then, wait for it. And then, the moment the downloading has been completed, i-redirect ka sa SQL Server Installation Center. Okay? So, dito sa SQL Server Installation Center, makikita mo yung mga iba't iba. Like planning, makikita mo din yung hardware and software requirement, and online release notes, etc. Maintenance, kung gusto mong i-update, and many more, like tools, resources, advanced. Dito tayo magpo-focus muna sa installation. We just click installation. After that one, we pick this first option, which is new SQL Server standalone installation of add feature to an existing installation. Ibig sabihin yan, mag-i-install ka ng fresh na SQL. Okay? Copy. So, kapag gusto mo namang i-install yung SQL Server Reporting Service, ito naman. Itong SQL Server Reporting Service, ito yung you have the capability to create your own report, and then this report, reference niya kasi yung data on the SQL Server. You have the capability to create charts and also a dashboard. So, kapag ayaw mo naman pumunta sa mga link by link yung kanina tinuturo ko yung SQL Server Management Studio, meron dito, Install SQL Server Management Tool. Okay? Pwede naman SSDT, ibig sabihin ng SSDT, sa mga lower version, ito yung ina-activate mo yung mga services, yung SSIS, SSRS, SSAS. Okay, ano yung tatlong yon? Tandaan, pag SQL Server Integration Services, ito yung nagpo-focus sa ETL or Extraction Transform Loading na service ng Microsoft. Kapag naman SSAS or SQL Server Analysis Services, ito yung nagpo-fall down sa dimensions, how to create dimension and cubing. Okay? So, ano-ano yun, sir? So, ibig sabihin nun, magpo-pull ka ng data to another server and to another platform or to another system, ilalagay niya in one point. I-consolidate niya yung tatlong reference to become one database. Okay, yung parang virtual na siya, table. Pero pinanggalingan ng mga columns is iba't ibang reference. So, yun. Next is, once you gather all the data, kailangan mo ng reports, kailangan mo ng output, so kailangan mo ng SSRS, yun. Okay? So, more of those three is another story yan. Okay? So, usually, I teach this one in iMerge, wherein, hindi siya libre, so you need to pay. So, there's a specific costing. You could message me anytime for this. You could inquire. Next is go down. So on this stage, you just choose developer. Kasi trial naman tayo, okay? So there. Next is I'll just click the accept the license terms and privacy statement. Ayan, click nyo lang tong checkbox na to and then click next. Okay, and then just check this one. Okay, so pag pirated, I don't go for pirated. Hindi ako bumibili ng pirated kasi. So, pag pirated yan, mag-update si Microsoft, mahuhuli ka. Okay, so, kailangan kung i-check mo siya, make sure na hindi pirated yung Microsoft mo. Okay, so, click next. And then, here. This will show you some summary all about how the SQL Server analyze your system. So, kung pasado ba siya or pwede siyang installan agad. Kung meron namang issue kasi dyan, yung status magfi-fail. So, with this one, warning lang na-receive natin kasi yung window firewall ko naka-on. Okay lang yan. Okay? So, click next. Then, with this one, we just choose all necessary features. So, with this one, I need to check database engine service and then click SQL Server Management Studio later. So, pag chinek ko yan, ibig sabihin, gagamit ako ng SQL Server Management Studio. Or pag chinek ko naman itong Python, ibig sabihin, gagamitin ko yung Python. Okay? You can use SQL Server, okay, or Visual Studio, mapa Python or Java. Kasi pwede ka mag-program gamit yon. Okay? So, click next. And then this three text box denotes kung saan nakasave yung root directory, yung mga shared features, and also yung shared feature by 86-bit. Okay, so next is i-define mo kung anong name ng new copy mo. Ibig sabihin ng name instance. So sa akin, here I just name it MS SQL Server 2019. Scroll it down, click next. And then here, I just choose NT services by default. Okay, so click server configuration, click next. And then here, i-define natin dito yung server configuration, database engine configuration. We just choose first the add current user kasi by demo purposes lang. Hahanapin niya, i-drill down niya kung anong username mo. And then, after that, may a-appear dito, naka-mask lang kasi, di ba? So, after that, you click next slowly. And then, there. Ito yung mga discussion ko. Okay? So, there. Kung ano yung mga datas, kung ano yung mga important details. So, dito, after that, ito yung SSMS. SSMS is an integrated environment of SQL Server. Ibig sabihin nito, pag nabuksan mo yung SQL Server at na-enter mo, ayan, ganito. Ibig sabihin yan, tama yung process mo. Okay? So, here is the SQL Server Management Studio. Ta-type ko lang slowly. SQL Server Management Studio. In this demo, I'm using SQL Server 2014. Okay? Just wait for it to open. Ayan. So, yun lang yung ginawa ko, dinocument ko lang properly. Okay? So, ito, ibig sabihin ito, nakapasok na ako. So, pwede kong lagay, kumare, napakahaba ng server name. Kadalasan kasi ng server name mahahaba. Pwede mo, kumare, naka-local ka lang naman, local copy. Lagay mo lang period. So, ibig sabihin yan, local host lang, local root, local copy lang ng SQL. Okay, so i-choose ko lang Windows Authentication kapag gusto ko i-bypass yung username at saka password. Pero kung gusto ko naman gumamit ng username and then password, pipili ako ng SQL Server Authentication. So by demo purposes, click ko lang yung Windows Authentication. And then make sure yung server type mo naka-database engine. Hindi naka-analysis service, hindi naka-reporting service, integration service din. Kundi database engine tayo. Okay, so database engine tayo. So once you're confident, and then you fill all the necessary text box, you click connect. Okay, so with this text box, ayan. So ito yung Object Explorer, para siyang Window Explorer ng Windows. Okay, dito sa SQL Server merong ganon. So makikita mo rito yung clear overview ng lahat ng mga objects inside your SQL Server. So ang name ng SQL Server ko is JessDale. I merged JessDale. By the way, my name is JessDale de la Cruz, kaya ni-name ko yan. Okay, so dito sa mga objects na to, makikita mo yung list of database. Okay, dito sa folder na to. Dito security logins. Ayan, tuturo ko yan. Next is yung server objects, replication, and then yung AOHA, ibig sabihin always on high availability. And then dito management, makikita mo rito, you have the capability to have a database mail inside your SQL Server. Ilalagay mo lang dyan yung email address ng specific SMTP something. Ganun. Yung mga ganong mga ayan, so para makita nyo lang, click next. Ayan, SMTP kailangan. So with this one na nakaano kasi ako local, wala akong SMTP. Okay, so for me to view or for me to see if this is working, try ko lang ha. So new query, demo purposes lang. Select asterisk. Yung select asterisk na yun, ibig sabihin magpupull ka ng data. Select all columns, ibig sabihin ng asterisk, all columns from a specific table. So with this one, I have a lot of database, iba. Kiklik ko itong AdventureWorks. Okay? So ibig sabihin AdventureWorks, yan yung reference ko. So I'll just change this one to AdventureWorks. Okay? So dito, itong AdventureWorks na database, meron siyang table. So maraming table, di ba? So I can easily drag this one left to right. How? I click this one, let's say persons, person, drag it here, left to right, and then there. Okay? So for me to run, I can highlight this one, or you just simply click this one, or click F5. There. So ito, nag-work. Ibig sabihin may data siya. Ayan po. Okay? So ang tamang coding yan is dapat itong select asterisk, ito naman yung mga columns. Itong line number 2, ito yung nagde-denote sa mga column. And then ito yung from, specify kung anong reference ng table. Okay, so enough of this one. We just discuss this necessary detail sa next topic kasi installation lang tayo. So hope you learned something. Okay, kahit konti pa lang regarding SQL Server Management Studio. And then hope you watch the next videos. Okay, so hope you learned something kahit konti. Thank you and good day.